Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. It's Thursday, November 10th. About 45 minutes to close here. CPI did not disappoint. Numbers came in below expectations by pretty much all the analysts. I think maybe one or two expected it to be as low as it is. So it gave a pretty clear direction for the market. If it was close to expectations, it probably still would have been bullish. The fact that it was below by a pretty significant amount. We got a huge rally, and this bear market rally is happening. These 5% days, these pretty much only happen. I mean, you have to have a lot of volatility for it to happen, a lot of volume, and they happen more often in bear markets. We had, I think there was maybe around 10 5% up days during the 2008 recession. Around the crash. Last time we've seen 5% on S&P was in 2020 during COVID, well, after COVID. But just from all that downward pressure, just massive rallies, massive short covering. And yep, it looks it looks pretty bullish. We did some futures and did some trades. Looking at BBY right here. GME was up. It's holding up pretty well. Really just pulling up at the whole market, that and that it was down in this kind of demand zone with volume, so that's looking good. We'll look at some numbers on that. SPY today is the big one. Like, I had different supports and resistances. This morning I was up for CPI listening, and when I saw it come out, I mean, this first 5-minute candle, most of the, I mean, at this point, not most of the move, I guess a lot of it, but this move is so quick and so much that you know, we've been shaken out before where the first move is huge and then it actually reverses. It was good data, so it stayed up, and then even just having this pre-market just stay up until market open was pretty crazy, because typically, even if it is good news, like it'll come back down and find support somewhere, but this thing just stayed bullish. So those micro S&P futures, the MES longs that I made money on them. I closed them out here actually in pre-market just in case we had that big dip. So didn't capture this move with them, which I was fine with. I was waiting for more of a dip to go along. I had this line drawn actually long before today, and it bounced perfectly off it. I was away when this bounced off of here and we made this engulfing candle, or I would have probably gone long there. But the whole day has just been so hot that been hard to even consider an entry, because now you're 4 or 5% most of the day where it could retrace back down, filling a gap and consolidating. So it's yeah, that was kind of the risk you were playing today, going long after, you know, any time today more or less. But this is crazy. Yeah, over 5% right now, not letting up. So I'm probably gonna try a bigger mini, just a ES future. Trying to think about entry, maybe in after hours, maybe pre-market, looking for some kind of relief to find support on. I think this will keep rallying. So my first sign was, and I didn't get in earlier, one reason was just this head and shoulders. So we opened up here and we kind of danced around below this resistance right here, which would be kind of a second shoulder. It did start to break that. I was like, okay, well, really to get confirmation, we'd want to break this 390. And then it did break that 390. And then it was just so high. But yeah, your entry was right here on this support, this line with that engulfing candle. That would have been a good entry. Whether you'd hold now, depends on your risk tolerance, I guess, because this probably could have some cooling off, but it'll probably not last very long. I think this bear market rally will be pretty violent. Probably even a little gap up tomorrow and continue. This gap up here at 406, I think, could get filled. Probably not tomorrow, but man, I was not expecting this big of a move today, so I could be wrong. Probably not till next week though. So tomorrow might be more mellow. Maybe just kind of consolidation day. Even though there's on the RSI and stuff, it's got plenty of room to run. The 5-minute was hot for a bit and it's cooled off, and it's pushing up against there. SPY doesn't really care too much about relative strength anyways. So we could fill that tomorrow, I suppose. Probably not. I mean, that'd be a crazy move. That's only 4%, 3.45% from where we are right now. So that might be filled tomorrow. That was kind of my first price target for a bear market rally. Look for there for resistance and see what happens here. Yeah, 410, 406, kind of that gap fill. Kind of a second shoulder on this big head and shoulders. But now that it's broken, to me now it's broken this resistance from back here, this November 1 high that we made. I've got a bullish MACD, and we've definitely got green over the 9 moving average. Got good volume today. It looks like it has room to run until that next resistance, which maybe 390, but I mean, it might just blow through everything and just fill this gap pretty quick. Not too far away at this point. Just trying to get a good dip by entry. GME kind of moved up with it, I guess, with the whole market. Risk on, I mean, everything just went crazy. Volume today was pretty good on GME though. Let's see, not as much as yesterday. We're 5.2 million. But yeah, under 25, I mean, GME's historically been a very good deal. So it doesn't last long down here. And even in yesterday's video, I said it might not last long down here. It might rip up tomorrow. And that was because one reason was CPI and it was coming today. So, but yeah, it really didn't last long down there. Whether it's coming back down, it'll probably settle. I don't know if we're going to get that 2189 again. Not anytime soon, at least. It looks like it wants to stay above this support. Max pain this week, I think, is 25. And with this price action, we're looking more and more, maybe like something like this, where we have a big day and we're starting to kind of grind up, and then we get a retest on that 35, which would be by next Friday, if we're looking at the same time frame from when we hit this peak till, let's see, right here, 18th. So we'll see if it is going to be by next Friday. There's going to be at least 1 or 2 big days. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday next week. I don't know. I'm going to be looking for most likely red day to get some exposure. Probably just for next week. I'll probably get it for 2 weeks out just to be safe. But I mean, this move on SPY is massive. And it's just unrelentless. Or relentless, rather. Look at this. It's crazy. It's just bull flagging up here after it's already up 5.13%. Almost $20. Wow. We're up today on our futures 3,100. And some of that's from those MES longs I had, which it would have been another grand probably. I had 4 of those. Yeah, I had 4 of those. Or no, 4 or 5. And then I went long on natural gas. Yesterday I had it long and we were down, and then I added 2 more today, just waiting for more confirmation of the move on natural gas. So let's see. I waited till this hourly almost basically finished. Usually I like to wait all the way, but I kind of front ran it a little bit. About 30 minutes in with this green over the 9 moving average and a bullish MACD, I added another one, and then I added another one 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, somewhere around right around here. I added another one. So we got 3 of those. I'm really liking how these natural gas, these mini natural gas futures, I like the way they move, and yeah, the amount of margin. It's trading the S&P like the moves are a lot smaller and you're just using a lot more margin. So I don't know, the tick size and everything like that on these mini natural gas is nice. 0.005 is a $12.50 move. So yeah, basically if we get to move back up to here, back up to 23, and it can, I mean, natural gas, like this chart can move much more freely than SPY. SPY, for it to have a 5% day, is historic. Like I said, it has been 2 years since we had that. LNG or UNG can have, 5, 10, 15% days even, and we've seen that before too. So less margin on something that's more volatile. So that was a 10% day, and then the gap, and that was probably another 10, 15%. So if we get back up to that 25, I think that's like 10 grand. Yeah, because there's 50K in capital on these 3 futures. So We'll see. I might get into it more. I would like a bigger ES to the long, but wait, see for a pullback, or I might just add another one of these the way it's moving. BBY doing good, I think. Yeah, yep, that looks nice. AMC I think outpaced today. Yeah, pretty heavy, 18%. I think it has some catching up to do though. I think it's dropped down a lot more than GME. So let's see. Yep, there's a sold. Could have held those, but oh well. Oh, and then I did actually do a mini today for a small profit. I got shaken out. Was it to the shorts? No, it's to the long side. I just don't like buying it so high. It's already so hot. We're such a large amount. And then here's, oh, I guess I got one of these natural gas minis yesterday, or pre-market. Because here's the third one I got today. 2. I already had 2, and this is the third one. That's right. That's right, yeah. And then I did a little scalp on the mini for the micro. And then on here, I don't think I did really anything. I closed something. Closed the sundial calls for small loss. Opened up WRBY calls. Donner was calling this one out. Looks kind of interesting. Really high short interest. Just had good earnings. Trying to keep it small though with options. And if I do options, I didn't do it on this one, but I'd like to do more spreads and just safer stuff. It's just trading GME and options is like it's extremely difficult, and I'm seeing that now more with even just trading futures. Just if you have the direction right, you should be able to get get paid for it. And options with how high IV is and theta decay, like lately, it's just been tough. So spreads and or shares or futures, kind of what I've been favoring. But yeah, on a dip on GME, probably looking for end of that November 25th, and then probably some spreads. We'll see what the IV is at that point. I know it was in the 80s a couple days ago. I think it's back up like 100% now, but yeah, it's looking good. I mean, it didn't like being down there. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Hourly's good on that. 4 hours good. Like it seems like we are going to retest this 35 in November still, or at least close to it. So if it blows past that, great. But at least to get up there to make some profits. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on Discord. Peace out.